Local law enforcement team up to fight crime. And Albany State gets national recognition. Your RAM News starts right now. Welcome to the RAM News Network. I'm Kim McCullough, filling in for Brianna Cawthon, who has the day off. Thanks for tuning in. Dougherty County Police is teaming up with local businesses to help prevent crime. RAM News correspondent Cameron Brewer has the details.
That's right, Kim. Albany Police and Dougherty County Police have teamed up with businesses such as Lowe's and Honeywell Security to find ways to prevent crime from happening.
Businesses want to make sure they don't become a target for criminals. During this year's Crime Prevention Symposium, business owners talked about their concern for the community and ways they can reduce crime.
There's nothing like trying to protect yourself and your business and the customers. So the more you protect yourself and the business and the customer, the more customers come in, they'll feel that they're safe.
Business owners weren't the only ones in attendance. Even churches showed up to the event to learn about crime prevention. Leroy Smith, a security officer of 3rd QQ Baptist Church, said churches are targeted as a soft crime hit.
The pastor nominated me as a security officer because he found that there's a need to be able to help to put a force in place to take care of the church members, protect the church members, and protect the church property.
Smith says usually the congregation chooses not to prosecute criminals, but believes they should anyway. Although there wasn't a large turnout for the symposium, police are hoping the information will reach the community.
So hopefully everybody got something from this business meeting, take it back into the community, and the next time we have a bigger crowd and everybody can come get all the information and take it back out.
Here's a tip that I learned. You can mark your valuables. Therefore, if they become stolen, it will be easier to locate. I'm Cameron Brewer, and this is RAM News Network.
Albany State Police are sending out a quick reminder to all campus drivers. All vehicles must have proper registration and parking permits. Police officials says it's the driver's responsibility to purchase a new decal each academic year. Open parking is not allowed on ASU campus except during football games, homecoming, and special authorized events. The daughter of a prominent civil rights leader made a stop at Albany State to serve as speaker for the Black History Month convocation. Dunzale Abernathy spoke about her memories of Dr. Martin Luther King and her father, Ralph David Abernathy. She informed students about key moments in the civil rights movement and how they changed society. After the lecture, Abernathy held an hour-long question and answer session with students.
I hate to see my people oppressed.
One young man debated with Abernathy about peaceful protests versus radical tactics. She explained how peace and love was used to push the movement forward. Abernathy says Black History Month is still relevant and should be celebrated to help youth understand the past.
If young people knew their history, we would appreciate the struggle. We would appreciate the shoulders upon which we stand. We would understand slavery and what we've endured and know how precious the days are that we are experiencing now, these days of limited freedom.
Albany State students are taking a trip down memory lane. The Housing and Residence Life Department hosted its 9th annual Blast from the Past event. The event celebrated the lives of individuals who made a positive impact on the African American community. The show consisted of various acts, including actors, singers, dancers, and this year the event featured Albany State's modeling troupe, Fresh Life.
We hope that students were able to just learn about those who they had never heard of before and always take that with them and remember that. We think it's important because we are at HBCU that students do learn a little bit more about African American culture and history. So we hope that the event was able to share that with them as well as celebrate those who've made an impact on our community.
The show was one of many Black History events during the month of February. Albany State University is getting national recognition from a famous radio host. The Tom Joyner Foundation has chosen ASU as School of the Month for November 2016. The foundation will promote raising funds and highlight several programs during November. ASU President Arthur Dunny says, quote, "This is an opportunity to share Albany State's stellar academic programs." Coming up next, Queen Bee makes a statement with her halftime performance. hear what the students have to say. And the Grammy Award-winning rapper is coming to the Good Life City. Stay tuned.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Millions tuned in to view the 50th annual Super Bowl between the Carolina Panthers and Denver Broncos. Although Coldplay was the headliner for the halftime show, Beyoncé's performance still has everyone talking. Ram News correspondent Jaylon O'Neal has the story.
While the game itself was enticing, nothing was more astounding and all the more controversial than Beyoncé's halftime show performance. She sings a rendition of her new song Formation with an army of women wearing black Milton-style attire as paying homage to the Black Panthers. Students at Albany State University voiced their opinions concerning the event and the controversy that followed. Did you watch this year's Super Bowl competition?
Yes, I did. I did.
Most students spoke on how they enjoyed the performance and didn't see an issue.
I actually enjoyed it. I loved it.
I enjoyed it.
I felt like it was a very powerful performance. It got through to many viewers who are watching the Super Bowl.
When students were asked about the controversy that surrounded the event, they spoke on how it was due to the never-ending problem of racism in America.
To me, they don't want to see us, portray what happened to us.
The theme of her performance really made a statement because it referred to Michael Jackson, the Black Panthers. White people feel like the Black Panthers were a terrorist organization, but in reality, they were just there to help Black people.
After the Super Bowl, a young conservative web show host named Tommy Loren did a no-holds-barred rant about Beyoncé's performance, the Black Lives Matter campaign, and her husband Jay-Z's drug-related past. And while that has gained controversy in the media, students at Albany State were totally unaware of the video.
You seen this video?
I have not.
No.
I have not.
Most students agreed that Beyoncé's performance made a positive impact on the black community and brought to the national forefront many of the issues that concerns African Americans in our society. Do you believe the performance gives off positive or negative backlash towards black culture?
I definitely think that it gives off positive backlash because this brings that we are going through something, but even though we're going through something, we'll make it above it. They can't keep us down just because they keep shooting us and things. We're still going to find a way to come back at them, especially through the law, to make sure they come in jail and they're put justice for everything they're doing wrong to us.
Jaylon O'Neal with Ram News Network.
Christian superstar Lecrae is bringing good music to the Good Life City. Lecrae is a two-time Grammy Award-winning artist. He will be in concert March 3rd, 2016 at the Albany Civic Center. Lecrae is making an appearance as part of his Higher Learning Tour. Doors are set to open at 7 p.m. and tickets are available now through Ticketmaster. Coming up next, your 7-day forecast. Stay tuned.
Most party fouls? Not a big deal. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving, the ultimate party foul.
And welcome back to the Ram News Network. I'm Kim McCullough with your 7-day forecast. It looks like spring has finally come. Monday be a high of 74, Tuesday up to 77, Wednesday back down to 66, Thursday and Friday, 69, Saturday, 70, and Sunday, 75. This has been Kim McCullough with your 7-day forecast. Coming up next, ASU basketball teams are headed to the final. And time to get those records out. It's tennis season. Kaliah Carter will have all your sports details after the break.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
This is Kaliah Carter with your Ram News Sports highlights. First, let's get into those winning Rams. The men's basketball team closed out their regular season with a win against our rival Fort Valley State. Jordan Floyd recorded a game high of 21 points, which led the Golden Rams to victory. The final score was 72-59. And the men's team wasn't the only one bringing home victory. The women's basketball team is heading to the tournament after a win against Valdosta State. Zuri Frost had a game high of 22 points, 2 steals, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. The Lady Rams went into overtime with Valdosta. Kayla Green actually tied the game with 37 seconds on the clock. The ending results were 62-57. And speaking of victory, one of Albany State's ladies basketball players has dribbled her way to the title of SIAC Player of the Year. Artisha Holston is a 2016 Women's Player of the Year for the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Holston led Albany State in scoring 14.7 points per game. There were 13 games where she had 10 or more rebounds to average a 10.6 clip. The outstanding player also takes the lead with 11 double-doubles. While the basketball teams are heading into the finals, things aren't looking good for the baseball and softball teams. The baseball team loses to Georgia College. The Rams only collected 3 total hits and had 3 errors. One of the runs recorded was from Bryant Prather. Unfortunately, his run wasn't enough to tame the Georgia College Bobcats. The score ended at 19-3. The girls' softball team didn't have much luck either. The softball team lost to Valdosta State. Denitra Jackson had a monster hit for the Lady Rams. The score was tied at one point of time, but our Lady Rams could not hold them. The final score was 6-3. While everyone else is well into their seasons, tennis season has just begun. Coach Lenny Gray speaks on how he loves the game. He says that he is hard on the girls because he wants them to get better. One unique thing about Gray is that he practices with the girls. Rather than telling them what to do, he demonstrates what needs to be done. Gray says that when he's not at Albany State, he's at the Valley, Alabama club. He feels as though children give him life. He has a lot of faith in his team. I'm Kaliah Carter with your Ram News Sports.
Thanks, Kaliah. Take a look at these little angels. They're performing to Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror for the Early Learning Center Black History Program. These brave preschoolers also took to the stage to recite their speeches and learn the importance of Black history. This is an annual event for the Early Learning Center. Wow, what a cute story. Do you remember participating in any Black history programs as a child?
I do. One year I was Harriet Tubman.
Really? One year I was Rosa Parks.
Wow, that's interesting.
Well, that wraps up this edition of Ram News Network. Remember, tune in to Channel 19 for more of your school's events and any updates. I'm Kim McCullough.
And I'm Kaliah Carter.
See you next time.